Hey everyone, so I'm making this video to show my new map here, Pipe System. So you see I spawned in this room that's up near the top of the map with a pipe running through it. I have the doors all color coded, so like the top of the door will show the color room that it goes into. So yeah, you can see that the middle of the map is like this really tall vertical staircase thing. And then I have this cold storage room right here, because I have like icicles and stuff, you know, then some crates. And then there's this conveyor belt, which I'm going through. And then it leads to this room with a little crusher thing. And then I have these space blocks here, which you sort of have to break the little crusher to be able to use. But once you do that, you'll be able to take those space blocks all the way up to that top floor, which I spawned in before. So then you have this yellow room here, which is probably like the most complex room in the map. So, you know, it basically has like 2 floors, and I think it would be hard to jump from one floor to another. It's doable, but, you know, relatively difficult. And then the acid pool room with space blocks in it, which brings you up to that balcony. And then that door leads to this room with the rockets, which you see in the spawn camera. And then you can break into this pipe here, which yeah, the pipe leads down to the center room. And it's also the same pipe that, you know, that goes like all the way up the center room and then into that one red room. Yeah, basically everything in this map is breakable, so you can see that I broke into this somewhat hidden room here. I think that this particular room is like broken into like in like half of the matches that I play on this map with the default settings. And then of course that leads back to the cold storage room. And then I go up to the upper part of it, which is basically a different room entirely. And I think that's about all I have to show about the map. Actually, yeah, there's this one spot right here. And so this thing I'm standing on is actually the conveyor belt from before, which connects to the storage room, so you'll be able to see. I can break into that. And yeah, that's about it. You know, it's sort of rushed because this is on the beta version, of course, so there's no guarantee that the maps will be able to transfer over. And so what I'm basically doing is I'm making maps sort of to like test certain ideas, and then if I have to remake them, I can remake them as improved versions. So yeah, you know, a few cool tricks you can do with, you know, being able to break and place blocks on this map. Basically like any other map, but, you know, I just wanted to show a few specific examples. What I'll actually do is I'll switch to some gameplay that I had where, you know, it's actually, you know, playing Murder Match in it. And, you know, you'll be able to see some of the cool tricks that I managed to do when seeing those matches. I unfortunately don't have footage of everything I saw, but, you know, I have, like, you know, a few cool things. Like, there's actually this one clip I was looking for where, like, someone was on, like, a pretty, like, high platform in the middle of the map, and I was by the door to the cold storage area. And then, they basically, like, decided to, like, break one of the blocks on the corner of the walkway that I'm standing on right there. So then they just like came up behind me while I was, you know, looking in front of me to track them down. So yeah, I really wish I could find that one, but yeah, needless to say that he managed to kill me there. Even though I, like, you know, I sort of turned when I heard like the sword strikes, it was already too late. You know, when someone's like directly above you with a sword, there's not really much you can do. Thankfully I found this clip in particular though. I really like this one, even though I didn't quite do it the way I planned to. So what happens here is I just charted my blaster, and he probably hears that or sees it on the minimap. So like, I decided to go into the hole in the wall and basically use that to sort of force him out. Because if he didn't come out, I would be able to like just dig through the wall and come out at any spot that I wanted to. And those are the sort of moments that I really want to encourage people to make, like just like through the map design itself. And I know there are definitely like some improvements to be made based on like the playtesting. For example, I'm not exactly sure if I'm satisfied with how the back room works, like the one room that you have to break into. So stuff like that I think I want to improve on. I think it'll be able to make more moments like that. And more moments like the one that's coming up here that I really liked. But also, ones that are like better than this, I guess. But yeah, I just wanted to show, that I'm making maps again, and that's just sort of what I'm trying to go for. Anyway, I do have another map which I'll make a video about. Not sure if I'll make many more during the beta, if any more, so we'll have to see. But I think that's all I have to say for now, so see ya.